Have you ever walked into a room, heart racing, only to find a stray rose on the table, a silver locket, or a cracked mirror, and felt a chill that whispered, "This is no coincidence"? In a world that prides itself on rationality, we still find ourselves reaching for the inexplicable, clutching at talismans that promise to bind the fickle tides of love. The scent of jasmine, the color of a moonlit night, the rhythm of a heartbeat. These are the threads that weave the tapestry of our romantic myths. Yet beneath the surface, a darker undercurrent pulls, a hidden force that shapes our desires, our fears, and the very way we meet our partners. Imagine standing at the edge of a midnight lake, its surface a mirror to the sky, and hearing a faint echo that says, "You are not alone." That echo is the ancient pulse of the cosmos, the subtle hum that has guided lovers since the first stars were born. It is the same hum that makes a simple kiss feel like a pact with destiny, that turns a chance glance into a lifelong promise. The world around us is saturated with signs: black cats crossing our path, a broken spoon, the sudden appearance of a raven, each a cryptic message that we often dismiss, but which, if listened to, could reveal a map to the heart's hidden chambers. In the shadows of our daily lives, there's a silent conversation between the conscious mind and the unconscious. It is a dialogue that plays out in the language of symbols and rituals. The language of the psyche, written in the margins of our dreams, whispers that the universe is not merely a backdrop, but an active participant in our romantic narratives. This script will not merely ask you to believe in love's fairy tales. It will invite you to explore the unseen currents that carry us toward or away from our partners. It will show you that the very superstitions we laugh at may be the breadcrumbs left by ancient forces guiding us toward our deepest truths. Yet, why do we cling to these rituals when logic tells us otherwise? Why do we keep the iron key in our pocket, the red thread tied around our wrist, or the crystal placed under our pillow, hoping that it will keep the one we love close? The answer lies in a dance between the known and the unknown, a tug of war between the light of reason and the dark allure of the unseen. The universe, in its infinite complexity, does not simply hand us a straight path. It offers riddles that can be solved only if we dare to look beyond the veil. In the following journey, we will trace the footsteps of those who dare to listen, to feel, and to trust the quiet voice that lives in the spaces between our thoughts. So, if you have ever felt that your heart beats to a rhythm that is not yours alone, if you have felt the pull of a mysterious force that seems to steer your destiny, you are not alone. You are standing on the threshold of a secret garden, where the roses are grown by unseen hands and the path is lit by starlight and shadows. The next few minutes will guide you through the ancient whispers of the occult, the psychological underpinnings that bind them, and the subtle energies that shape our romantic destinies. Stay with us and let the mystery unfold. Picture yourself wandering through a forgotten courtyard at dusk, where the wind carries the scent of wet stone and the distant hum of a forgotten choir. In that twilight, every flicker of candlelight and every rustle of leaves becomes a cryptic note in a symphony that speaks directly to the heart. The more you listen, the more the world seems to lean toward you, as if it is trying to share a secret that has long been waiting in the shadows. What if the very act of longing is itself a ritual? The way we trace the outline of a lover's silhouette in the palm of our hand, or how we keep a lock of hair in a jar, could be seen as an ancient dance between the conscious and the unseen. These gestures are not merely symbolic. They are conduits that channel the hidden currents of the psyche. When we perform them, we invite the quiet forces that govern destiny to take part in our story, weaving an invisible thread that binds us to another soul. The Jungian concept of the shadow offers a powerful lens for understanding this exchange. The shadow is the part of us that carries untapped desires, fears, and potentials. In the realm of romance, the shadow often manifests as the partner we are drawn to, someone who reflects back our deepest unacknowledged needs. By engaging with this counterpart, we embark on a transformative journey, learning to integrate the fragmented pieces of ourselves. The more we recognize the shadow in our beloved, the more we dissolve the boundaries that separate us from the infinite. Another layer of intrigue lies in the phenomenon of synchronicity. These meaningful coincidences, such as receiving a message from a long-lost friend at the exact moment you're contemplating a breakup, serve as signposts that the universe is aligning its energies with our inner state. In a romantic context, synchronicity can appear as a chance meeting with a soulmate at a coffee shop, or a shared dream that both partners experience. Each instance feels like a gentle nudge, guiding us toward a path that feels inevitable, as if the cosmos itself is whispering, "This is where you belong." Consider the ritual of the love letter, a practice that transcends time and culture. Whether penned in ink on parchment or typed on a glowing screen, the act of articulating desire into a tangible form activates a powerful psychological loop. The writer becomes a conduit, channeling intention into reality. The recipient, upon reading, is invited to enter a shared space where the line between thought and action blurs. The ritual transforms abstract longing into a concrete bond, a tangible promise that the two hearts are in dialogue. The idea of destiny is often misunderstood as a rigid script. Yet, destiny can be likened to a river that flows through the terrain of our choices. Each decision shapes the current, but the water itself remains fluid, ever adaptable. In romantic encounters, destiny is not a fixed endpoint, but an evolving partnership that grows with every shared experience. By recognizing this fluidity, we learn to honor both the spontaneous spark that draws us together and the deliberate cultivation that sustains our connection. Finally, let's turn our attention to the subtle energies that permeate our environments. From the vibration of a crystal to the arrangement of a living space, every element can influence the emotional climate of a relationship. When we curate our surroundings with intention, placing a moonstone on a bedside table or arranging plants in a circle of light, we invite the subtle forces that govern attraction to settle into a harmonious rhythm. This practice is not superstition. It is an acknowledgement that the world around us is an active participant in the dance of love. Now, imagine walking into that dim courtyard again, but this time you carry with you an awareness of the hidden currents that guide you. Each step you take becomes a deliberate act, a silent conversation with the unseen, inviting the mystery to unfold in ways that resonate with the very core of your being. The next chapter will reveal how these hidden forces translate into concrete actions that can transform your relationships into living, breathing rituals of connection. As the moon rises over the ancient stone archway, its silver glow seems to stitch together the fragments of the story we have traversed. Each thread, though distinct in its hue and texture, has woven itself into a tapestry that reflects the invisible currents that guide us toward and away from the hearts we seek. The quiet pulse of the unseen, the echo of our own shadows, and the gentle tug of destiny have all converged in a silent symphony that plays only for those willing to listen. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, where the horizon blurs into a single line of possibility. The waves that crash against the shore are the echoes of our past choices, the currents that pull us toward the next horizon. The wind, unseen but felt, carries the scent of distant lands and promises of new beginnings. It is in this space between the known and the unknown that we find the true measure of our longing, the depth of our connection, and the shape of our future. When we consider the way these currents interact, we see that the path we walk is not a straight line, but a series of spirals, each loop feeding into the next, creating a vortex of intention and response. The energy that we put into our rituals, the symbols we cherish, and the quiet moments of reflection all feed into this vortex, amplifying the resonance of our desires. It is as though the universe is a vast, living organism, and we are but one of its many heartbeats, each pulse echoing the others in a complex, harmonious rhythm. Reflecting on this journey so far, you may notice how the subtle shifts in your own perception have mirrored the larger shifts in the story. The way a single glance can feel like a promise, the way a shared secret can become a bridge, the way a lingering touch can ignite a fire. These moments are the building blocks of a deeper understanding. They are the invisible threads that weave together the fabric of our relationships, drawing us ever closer to a place where the heart speaks in a language that transcends words. In this space, the boundaries between self and other begin to blur, revealing a shared landscape where each step taken is a step taken together. The dance of light and shadow becomes a choreography that invites us to move in sync with the rhythm of our own inner worlds. The more we become attuned to these rhythms, the clearer the path becomes, not because it is illuminated by certainty, but because it is illuminated by the shared pulse that connects us all. And yet, the journey does not end here. The night sky, with its endless tapestry of stars, reminds us that each point of light is a story, a possibility, a whisper from the cosmos. The stars do not point to a destination. They point to a direction, a sense of wonder that invites us to keep walking, to keep searching, to keep listening. It is this invitation that beckons us forward, urging us to step beyond the familiar and into the realm where the heart and the universe meet. As we stand at this threshold, the air is charged with anticipation, the promise of what lies beyond the next bend. The world feels both vast and intimate. The same breath that carried you here now carries you forward. You can sense that the next step will be the culmination of everything that has led you to this moment, an unfolding that will reveal the true nature of the forces that guide us in love, in longing, and in the quiet moments between. The path ahead is illuminated by the very light that has guided you, and the next chapter invites you to step into it with curiosity, courage, and an open heart. In the hush that follows the final chord of a midnight symphony, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of intention and possibility. The path that has led us here is not a straight line of cause and effect, but a spiral of moments, each one echoing the others in a chorus that reverberates through our very bones. The mysteries we have explored are not mere curiosities to be tucked away in a drawer. They're keys that unlock a deeper understanding of how we weave our own destinies. When we let the unseen currents guide us, we do not surrender to fate, but we become co-authors of a story that is as fluid as the water that flows beneath a stone bridge. The core of our journey has always been a simple yet profound truth, that love is both a mirror and a map. It reflects the shadows we carry and simultaneously illuminates the path forward. In the dance between the conscious and the unconscious, we discover that the rituals we practice, whether they're ancient sigils, whispered affirmations, or the quiet act of placing a crystal on a bedside table, are not superstitions but invitations. They are calls to the deeper layers of our psyche, coaxing them into dialogue with the energies that surround us. The more we listen, the more we realize that the universe does not merely observe our desires. It listens, responds, and co-creates with us. This realization invites a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing destiny as a fixed script, we recognize it as a living tapestry, ever-changing with each thread we add. Each choice, each gesture, each moment of vulnerability is a stitch that strengthens the weave. When we honor the shadows that surface in our relationships, we do not cast them aside. We integrate them, allowing the light of our conscious selves to mingle with the darkness that holds untapped potential. In doing so, we forge a partnership that is not bound by fear or expectation, but is rooted in a shared exploration of the unknown. The implications of this understanding ripple far beyond the confines of romance. They touch every aspect of how we connect with the world, our friendships, our work, our inner dialogue. The same principles that guide a lover's hand to another's can guide a parent's embrace, a colleague's collaboration, or a solitary soul's journey towards self-acceptance. The practice of aligning with the hidden energies of the cosmos becomes a universal language of empathy, authenticity, and growth. As we close this chapter, let us remember that the true practice begins now, not with the next ritual or the next whispered prayer, but with the decision to live each moment as an open invitation to the unseen. It is in that openness that we find the courage to step into the unknown, to let the currents carry us toward deeper connection, and to trust that the universe will respond in kind. Each heartbeat, each breath, each shared glance is a note in the grand composition of our lives, and we hold the power to compose a melody that resonates with both heart and cosmos. So, breathe in the mystery, exhale the doubt, and let the silent song of your own shadow guide you toward a love that is both fierce and tender, both grounded and expansive. The next page of your story is waiting, written in the language of light and darkness, of intention and surrender. The true practice begins now, and it is yours to claim, to nurture, and to share.